Shafilea Ahmed, a 17-year-old schoolgirl murdered by her own parents. Why? Because they thought she was becoming too westernised and were ashamed of her. When her body was found early in 2004, Iftikhar and Farzana Ahmed played the part of the devastated parents. A picture of grief and innocence. They appealed for help.
I mean, we just wish somebody could tell us what happened to her. We appeal to the public, if anybody knows anything, to come forward.
But they knew exactly what had happened. They had killed Shafilea with their bare hands, using a plastic bag to suffocate her. The little girl they had nurtured had rebelled against her strict upbringing. Months before she died, the teenager had filled in a housing form, saying she wanted to move out because she feared she would be married off. Shafelea's body was found near Kendal in Cumbria, 6 months after she was murdered.
Well, with me now is Detective Superintendent Geraint Jones.
In 2008, the case was featured on Crime Watch.
Clearly someone has gone into some length to dispose of Shafelea's body. I can't see that being a stranger. Someone connected to Shafilea has done that.
The finger of suspicion has long pointed at her parents, who kept up the lie, even turning up at a news conference to protest their innocence.
They strenuously deny any direct or indirect involvement in their daughter's untimely demise. If called upon to do so, they will not hesitate to defend their good and unblemished names in any court in this land.
And the lie held for 7 years, until another of their daughters came forward with the truth. 23-year-old Alicia Ahmed gave evidence from behind a screen in their trial, telling the court she had seen both her parents suffocate her sister and then wrap her body up in bin bags. And it was that damning evidence which finally saw the Ahmeds convicted of murder.
If there is one thing that we pray will come from this, it is that her beautiful face and tragic story will inspire others to seek help that make them realise that this kind of vile treatment, no matter what cultural background they are from, is not acceptable, and there is a way out.
Nearly a decade on, we now know that this girl was killed by the two people who should have loved her the most. Danny Savage, BBC News, at Chester Crown Court.